There are stories that stay with you, stories that demand to be told with care, with precision, and with purpose. For too long, the tragedies unfolding inside maternity wards have been spoken of in whispers. But what if we treated them as cases to be solved? What if we examined the evidence? This is Rooted in Evidence, a new segment from the Rooted Will Rising Advocate podcast. For Maternal Health Mondays, we will open a case file and investigate a maternal health story. But we won't stop there. We will arm you with the knowledge you need to understand the medical facts and the language you need to advocate for yourself or your loved ones. Because these aren't just stories, they are evidence, and they are lessons that can save lives. I am your host, Monica Shelton. Our first case file is that of Dr. Chaniece Wallace, file number 1990220. The evidence begins with a picture of joy. It's October 2020. Dr. Chaniece Wallace is a pediatric chief resident, brilliant, accomplished, and on the verge of realizing her biggest dream. She and her husband, Anthony, are expecting their first child. On Tuesday, October 20th, Chaniece gave birth to their daughter, Charlotte, via C-section. The file, at this point, reads like a success story. A healthy baby, a happy family. But 2 days later, the evidence changes. On Thursday, October 22nd, Chaniece began reporting symptoms. Her husband, Anthony, recalls she complained of 3 specific things: a severe headache, abdominal pain, and her blood pressure was elevated. This is where our investigation must pause and turn into education, because these are not random, disconnected symptoms. They are a classic triad of signs for a specific life-threatening condition: postpartum preeclampsia. Many people think preeclampsia is a danger only during pregnancy, but it can, and does, occur after delivery, typically within the first 48 hours, but sometimes up to 6 weeks later. It's a disorder of high blood pressure, and it can cause devastating damage to the body's organs. If left untreated, it can lead to seizures, which is then called eclampsia, as well as stroke, organ failure, and death. Let's break down the evidence Dr. Wallace's body was presenting. First, the severe headache. This is often a throbbing pain that doesn't go away with standard pain relievers. It's a primary red flag. Second, the abdominal pain. Specifically, a sharp pain in the upper right side of the abdomen, a sign of liver involvement that can, in severe cases, signal a rupture. Third, high blood pressure. A reading of 140/90 mmHg or higher is a warning sign. Other critical signs to watch for include vision changes like seeing spots or blurriness, and sudden swelling, especially in the hands and face. Chaniece Wallace, a physician herself, was reporting the textbook symptoms. She knew something was desperately wrong. The situation escalated to emergency surgery, where the diagnosis was confirmed. Postpartum preeclampsia had caused her liver to rupture. Just 2 days after giving birth, Dr. Chaniece Wallace died. Knowing the signs is the first step. The next is knowing how to make the system listen. This is where advocacy becomes a tool for survival. First, use the language of the condition. Don't just say, "I have a headache." Say, "I am concerned about postpartum preeclampsia. I have a severe headache, which I know is a key symptom." Second, connect your symptoms together. Say, "I have a headache, abdominal pain, and high blood pressure. Together, these are the signs of preeclampsia, and I need to be evaluated for it now." Third, ask for specific tests. You have the right to ask, "What is my blood pressure reading? Can you please run blood and urine tests to check for preeclampsia?" And finally, if you feel you are not being heard, escalate. Use direct, firm language. "I do not feel safe. My symptoms are getting worse. I am formally requesting a consultation with the on-call OB-GYN. Please document in my chart that I have expressed concern about preeclampsia." If you are the partner or support person, your job is to be this voice. Be calm, be firm, and do not leave their side. The case of Dr. Chaniece Wallace is a tragedy compounded by cruel irony. A doctor who understood the risks still fell victim to a system that fails Black women at an astonishing rate. The data is the evidence. According to the CDC, Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women. and an estimated 60% of all these deaths are preventable. Dr. Wallace's death is evidence that this is not about a patient's lack of education. It's about a systemic failure to listen, to believe, and to act. Her legacy is her beautiful daughter. It is the evidence her story provides. Undeniable proof that we must do better. We must know the signs and be ready to advocate as if a life depends on it. Because it does. Before we close this file, we want to pause and extend our hearts to the Wallace family. For her husband, Anthony, who lost his brilliant wife just as they were starting their family, we offer our deepest sympathies. And for her daughter, Charlotte, we offer a prayer of peace and protection. May she grow up surrounded by love and stories of her mother's incredible strength and spirit. May their family find enduring comfort and strength in her memory. The case of Dr. Chaniece Wallace is closed, but its lessons must remain open for us all to learn. Remember their stories, use your voice. We'll see you next time.